up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all well. So this is a bit of like a video that I've never done before, but if you've seen my last video you'll know that I was talking about potentially doing this, and basically I am going to Wales tomorrow. I live in Preston, which I've already told you, so it's about 2 hours to 2.5 hour drive from here. So it's like a UK trip, holiday type thing. We're going with my family and it's something I'm really looking forward to. It's something that we wanted to do for quite a while, but with me being in hospital for so long and loads of other things going on, we've just not been able to. So I'm really looking forward to it. However, I am on TPN and I have other medical problems that basically mean I can't just pack some clothes and go. So I just thought I'd do this video today because this is brand new for me as well. So for those of you that know me, I have gastroparesis, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, POTS, chronic fatigue syndrome, and my recent diagnosis is intestinal failure. So previously I relied fully on feeds directly into a feeding tube into my bowel, and you know, packing things to go away, it'd be things like my pump, obviously my feeds, the syringes. Like, it's something that I could handle because I've dealt with it for about 10 years, my feeding tube. So now I have something called a Hickman lining, which most of you will know. I'm just going to say this for anybody that might be new here. I have a central line that goes into my chest, which is there. And basically I have IV nutrition because I can no longer rely on my feeding tube anymore. So I have IV nutrition that goes basically directly to my heart, and it's a very sterile process. You've got lots of equipment with it, and this is why I'm a bit worked up, because I have to take it all with me. So I basically thought, let's just film this video because it's the first time I'm ever going to be doing it, so you can be along with me. What I have tried to do is basically get everything out that I think I need, and some of the stuff I'm going to be using tonight when I connect myself to TPN, and I'll have to then put it in my list. We don't have any suitcases here because they're all in my Uncle Neil's attic, and I was panicking because I don't have anything. So I ordered some bags off Amazon Prime yesterday to get delivered today. I made sure that it was like that guaranteed delivery tomorrow, and I ordered 2 bags because I thought I can pack my clothes in one, my medical stuff in the other, and for future purposes I can use them for like my medical stuff if we are travelling in the UK, because I've come to the conclusion that moving forward, for the time being, I'm probably going to have to travel in the UK a lot more frequently than going abroad, and that is purely because of the TPN. It's going to be a lot more difficult to go abroad. It can be done, don't get me wrong, and I think maybe once I've done it once I will probably say, do you know what, that was really easy, I'll do that again. But because I've never done it before, the thought process is like stressing me out, so I think I'll be sticking to UK for the time being. I'll show you the bags that I ordered first. So I thought they was a lot bigger than they were. So this is the first one that I ordered. It's just like sort of like that big. It looked so much bigger on the picture, and I measured it in my head, like from looking at the dimensions I thought it was a lot bigger. Now the second one I got is this one. It's got my makeup bag in it currently, which is much bigger. So I was actually hoping I'd use this for clothes and use that for my TPN stuff, but I don't think we're going to fit my TPN stuff in that, so I think we're going to have to use this one for TPN, but I'm going to attempt to put it in the other one first. Fingers crossed it will go in. So I'm going to first off show you everything that I have sort of got out is what I think I need. There are other little bits that aren't here, like for example my TPN. So just to explain, the feed itself, TPN, that's what it's called, so I don't think I've said that. The one I have has to be in the fridge all the time, and unfortunately I can't have off the shelf bags because I'm on a massively high dosage of potassium and I rely on that. So I haven't got that right now because obviously it's in the fridge, and it's going to be in the fridge until we leave tomorrow. So this is basically everything that I think that I'm going to need. So I'm there for Friday night, Saturday morning. I'm just thinking about like my TPN connections and disconnections. So I'm going to be connecting on Friday. I'm going to be disconnecting Saturday morning, connecting Saturday night, and disconnecting on Sunday morning. So I'll have 4 sort of like dealings with my TPN. So realistically I should only need a certain amount of things, but because I've never done this before, I've never been away with it, sometimes you use one piece of equipment and you might make it unsterile, so I need to have another one. So I'm basically taking like double everything that I need just to be sure. But I'll just show you quickly what I'm taking. So these are the gloves. So again, I only use these gloves because these packs actually have a pair of gloves in them, and I use that for disconnecting only. I don't need a pair of these. So I should only need one for Friday night and one for Saturday night. But just in case something goes wrong, I have an extra 3. Giving sets, again, I should only need 2 of them because I'll be connecting on Friday and then connecting on Saturday. But I've packed an extra 2 just in case. These is a spare dressing and a spare sort of like chloroprep, which is what you clean your site with. I shouldn't need to change my dressing at all because it was only changed this morning, which is Thursday, and they stay on for a week. But just in case for any reason, I'm taking that in case I need to change my own dressing. These are actually they're from a company called Independence Direct, and they're basically like protection pouches that you can put over your Hickman line while you're showering. I'll just show you a picture if you can see, if you imagine my Hickman line on my chest there. I'm going to do another video about sort of showering with like a Hickman line and stuff like that, but I'm just taking a couple of them. I'll probably get a shower when I'm there, so I have to take them anyway, but I'm just taking 2 just in case. Alcohol wipes, so obviously I'm going to need quite a lot of them. I'm taking all of these dressing packs. I think I've again got double the amount that I need. This is my spare pump, so this is what the pump I use looks like. It's an Ambix one. So this is a spare pump and charger. The one that I'm going to be using is on my poles for tonight, so I'll also pack that as well. These are all of my flushes, so I'll obviously be using quite a lot of them. These are my Kuros caps that I'm going to be putting. That's what gets put at the end of my line when I'm not connected, if you can see there. They're just like these little protective caps. These are called bio connectors. So on my line here, this is actually the end of the line where the red ends, and then on the end of that you've got a bio connector, which is what I just showed you, and that gets changed once a week. So that was changed this morning, and then obviously you flush into your bio connector and it goes into your line. But sometimes, occasionally, it might get stuck, like your flush might get stuck in it, and every time you try and unscrew it, your bio connector might sort of like start coming off. So just in case for any reason I need them, I'm taking 2 of them. Like I said, I shouldn't need them, but I'd rather be prepared. This is a cover bag for my TPN. I'm gonna just take 1 spare one and the one that I've got on. Let's do my tube. I'll show you that in the tube section. This is hand sanitizer. I'm actually going to take my spare one because the one that I'll be using tonight is already open and I don't want it to leak everywhere. So it's not been opened, that one, so it'll be easier to open that when I'm there. This is just a hand wash, so it's just a 99.9% bacteria one. They're the ones that are recommended to use. This is tube stuff, scissors that I need to open my TPN, tape just in case I need it. This is a spare fridge thermometer that I'm going to be putting inside the fridge that we're taking. There is already a thermometer in there, but this is a spare one. I'm going to be taking a thermometer because I am really like crazy and track my temperature every night. So apart from that that is pretty much everything I think that I need. I might think of something else later. And then this stuff here is to do my tube. So all my meds that I'm taking are there. There are some other stuff that I need to take that I'm using tonight, so I've not got them yet. This here is what I actually crush my meds in. So a lot of people have asked recently if I'm still actually using my tube, and yes, I'm using it for medication. We don't know if it's working, but we're still using my tube, and some of the medication that I have don't come in an IV form, so I don't really have any other choice. This is my pill crusher for them. I'm just taking, I don't know why I've got that out because I've got that. I don't think I'm going to take that, so I'll put that aside for now. This is just a hand sanitizer. This isn't to use when I do my TPN, but I use this basically just like when I'm out and about, like obviously with COVID and things like that. This is also just like a pack of wipes. Like I tend to use these if I've ever had to put meds in when I'm out in public, or you know, I'm out of the house and I just want to like wipe my hands. Some of the medication's like a bit sticky, so I take that. Just taking a couple of syringes because you can actually reuse these syringes. This is what I showed you on the old video. This is my spare tube. So I have a G tube and a J tube in, so just if for any reason one of them comes out or gets pulled out, this is my spare one that I have to quickly put in the hole and like keep the track open. These are my drainage bags for my G tubes. I'm taking a couple of them. I'm also going to be taking a drainage bag cover, which I have not got out yet, but they basically just look like this. So that drainage bag in there, you put that over it and nobody can see. So I'll leave that one out to remind me to get my other one. I'm just taking these energy tablets. These are the 2 tubey pads I've selected for this weekend. So one of them is a panda and the other one has a little zebra on it. So I'm taking them. That's just some ondansetron. Right, you're gonna think this is the weirdest thing you've ever seen in your life, but anyone that has a G-tube knows sometimes things can get clogged in it. You know, if I've had a bit of food, sometimes things get clogged in it. You know, something might have a seed in it. It's really hard to get it out. And I've never found anything that like I can unclog it with. And I know this looks so ridiculous, but basically this is like a kebab skewer. But I'm not joking. When you look at my G-tube here, that fits in there so perfectly. So like if I've got something clogged, I can like unscrew that and like just push it out. Sometimes like water doesn't get it out. I know that's really weird, but I either use that or a big paper clip. And one of the last things that I've got out here, which you might have seen, is this pink bag. So this was actually sent to me from a company while I was in hospital, and it was so nice of them. It's a company called 19. This isn't an ad or anything like that, but I just wanted to show you. They just sent it me as like a gift, and it was so nice of them because I was really getting stressed about like where I'm going to keep. Mainly I used to take just a normal bag of my meds and stuff like that, but with the drainage stuff I felt like there was more things I needed to take out in public with me. So this is what, if I'm ever going out for the day, I take, and honestly it's so good. A lot of people use this that have got stomas, so if any of you are watching this that have tubes or anything, I'll try and find the link for you so I can put it below, but it might not be what you want or what you need, but for me it's like really perfect. So basically it's this bag that looks like that, and it's like a nice, like it's the feel of it is like you can wipe it dead easy, but it looks quite small, looks like nice, but you can actually fit so much stuff in it. So when it opens it's like that. So you've got this little bag that's in there. So in here I keep basically, I don't know if you can see, I mean I have to get my camera. So I basically just keep in this section like 2 little hand sanitizers. Just obviously they're just kept in there. I've got more of them hand wipes. They're individual ones though, but that's just what I keep in that section. This little pack just makes it easier, because like if I'm in public and I've just had to vent or drain or anything like that, then like your hands feel, I know this sounds really gross, but when I vent, I'm venting things from my stomach, so it obviously smells like it is sick. Basically it's like vomit, but it's not, it's gastric content, you know, it's not coming up this way, it's coming out directly from my stomach, so it does smell. And you know, I just feel a bit minging after I've done it. That's the only way I can describe it. So I like to just be able to like wipe my hands, like put some hand sanitizer gel, which is why I get like a scented one for that purpose. It just makes me feel a little bit better. But like I said, I don't use that one for my TPN. So in the bag as well, it's kind of like that's, you can also put things in there if you need to. So like normally I'll put like my drainage bag in there when I go out, and then there's like a section here that you can actually take this off like that, and then put it back in. So the bag itself, like there's more sections in it, but in this bit here I basically keep just a pack of wipes. So it's like anti-back wipes, and there's also some body spray, and this is like my dedicated body spray for my G-tube, and only because I'm very, very self-conscious about smelling like sick, and it really worries me. It, you know, I think as well, like when, you know, a smell has come from you or something like that, I feel like you don't notice it as much, and because I'm sick so frequently, I just get a bit worried that I might not smell it. And especially if I've just drained, as you know, might be quite a lot come off. Like sometimes like you might not forget to clamp it and a bit might go on you, and it sounds like a bit minging, but it's just a reality. So I just like to be a bit prepared for like little things like that, and just carrying this with me just makes me feel a little bit better. So that's that bag. Now apart from that, like I said, I need to pack a couple of meds that I'm going to take tonight. There are other little things I still need to sort out, but one other thing is an IV drip stand for when I'm actually doing my TPN overnight. So the one that I have, which you've seen me with before, the white one, it doesn't like, I don't think I'd be able to put that in the car. Like, I think it's just too, I don't know, I just think it'd be too hard work to put in the car. I might try it because it would be better, it's so sturdy. But I kind of have like a travel one. I'm a bit worried because I've never used it before, but I'll just show it you. I don't know if you're going to be able to see properly, but basically this is it. So it's sort of like a mini version of that, but like it does feel like dead strong and sturdy, but like I can make that go really short. Like I could easily put that in the car, and then you just like sort of have to pull that out, and it makes it like a full on like large pole. So this is something that I don't know whether I might trial this tonight and see if this works with my TPN. If it doesn't, at least I know, and then I can sort of try and figure out how to take the other one, or I might have to take my TPN backpack, which I didn't really want to take because I struggle with it occluding really bad in my backpack. The backpack's really large for the TPN that I have, and they don't have any smaller ones in stock, and it just doesn't run very well. It keeps me up all night. So the drip stands for me are better, so fingers crossed. I'll try use that tonight, and then hopefully that will work.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, feels so nice. Weird time.
I think that bag has superpowers. How on earth, how have I done that? And I'm absolutely buzzing because that means I can use the other bag for my clothes, which I really wanted to do. Like I said, there's still some things I need to put in there, but I've managed to put it all in. Some of my meds box I've like wrapped in some tissue and stuff, but I can't believe that I've literally done that. I have absolutely no idea. This little pink bag I've not managed to get in, but that's a bag in itself, isn't it? So I'm just going to leave that there. Okay, already just remembered two more things that I can pack now that I should have already packed. One thing is hand roll, which I need for my TPN stuff, and the other one is this napkin. It looks like a blanket, it's just a very, very large napkin, and I have been using this recently when I'm doing my meds so that it doesn't spill on me. I do have a baby blanket, but I've lost it. I used to use that all the time, that I got from Primark, but yeah, this napkin is doing the job, so I need to pack this as well. Okay, sorry, it's really zoomed in for some reason, I don't know how to fix it. This is the fridge that I was telling you about. So basically it's a fridge that you can plug in your car, I think with a cigarette lighter, I'm not actually 100% sure, but you basically plug it in the car, and we've checked it, my dad's tested it, and it's remaining within the temperature that we need it to. Luckily my dad already had this, so we didn't actually have to go out and get a fridge, but potentially I might need to buy one for future. But what are you doing? No. Hello. You look funny. So yeah, this is a fridge that we'll be using, and it will fit in quite a lot, you know. Like I've already cleaned it out on the inside, but I might need to do it again just before I put it in. But this is the thermometer, so it's not turned on right now obviously, so it's saying it's 22 degrees. But this is a thermometer that we've got in there, and I'm also going to be using my other thermometer, but this would fit in there, honestly. I would say maybe like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 TPNs in there. But basically we plug it in the car, so it's going to stay cool the whole entire time we're in the car, and then it's also got a separate adapter, so when we arrive at the accommodation we can change the plug socket on it and plug this in at the accommodation. So I don't have to put my TPN in the normal fridge, because you're not really supposed to do that, you're supposed to keep it separate. So yeah, it's fingers crossed. My dad's checked it out and it all seems like it's working okay, so let's just hope that everything goes fine. Okay guys, so it is morning time, and basically packed everything. I just need to get my actual TPN out. There we go. So we have had the fridge turned on, and then we've just put it in the car to make it actually go cold before I put the TPN in, and it's just reached temperature, so I am going to put my TPN in. So I only need Friday and Saturday night, which are 2 glucose bags, but I'm actually going to take a 3rd bag just in case. So I'm going to take 3 and then get the cold the whole time in the car, and then when we get to the accommodation, we basically change the adapter from the plug from the fridge over to one that you can plug in the accommodation. So here is me with my TPN. Gonna put it in the car, and then gonna be on our way to Wales. Hey guys, all in the car. So basically, if you can see, that is my big fat fridge, and it basically plugs in there, in the cigarette lighter, but fridge is there, all of my stuff is there, pretty much got everything in the car. We are actually taking my wheelchair just because I'm still struggling with fatigue and walking distances or anything like that, so I don't want to not be able to do stuff with my family this weekend because I can't walk there. So my brother's taking the wheelchair in his car, so we can't fit it in because we have baby Blue in the back. Do we have baby Blue? Hello? So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I don't know if I'll even end up posting this. I don't know what this video is actually entitled when I think about it. It's just literally packing my bag, but like I said, it was the first time I've ever done it before. I'm still pretty stressed about when I get there if I forgot anything, but the only really positive is me and James are setting off earlier than everybody else. So by the time we get there and I've unpacked, if I think I forgot something, I know for a fact that my brother won't have even set off yet, because he only finishes work at 4:30, so he's going to get there quite late tonight. So luckily I'll have people still here that maybe can bring something for me, but I'm positively sure I've got everything. TPN is the most important thing. I'm sure I've gone through my check-in list so many times, even better sat in the car, I'm going through my list. Yeah, I remember packing that, I packed that, I packed that, I packed that. So thank you so much for watching this video. James has just got here and he's just stroking Blue. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in my next vlog. Bye!